What's going on, guys? Now Money here. Going to be talking to you guys about a familiar topic that we're all very familiar about, and it is going to be called roster changes. Roster changes. Now, a few videos ago, we talked about building a team and the importance of having a coach and all that cool stuff. We actually never talked about roster changes. Myself, I'm not a fan of them. Don't like them. I feel like sometimes they're needed, but most of the time it's out of greed. It's about you want something better. The reason why a lot of teams, amateur teams per se, are unsuccessful is the number of roster changes. This player didn't get on, this player's not playing good, this player's a pain in the ass, so we just get rid of him. No communication, just get rid of him. Post on the forum, we need somebody else, or post on Twitter, and they get somebody else. It's not the way to do it, guys. Yes, there are exceptions. Sometimes a player just isn't on the level. They're just dropping horrible numbers, but they're not willing to learn. They're being cocky. They think they know everything, and they're just not listening. Okay, that is an exception. A player is not able to play during our schedule. That is an exception. But this is what I will not say is an exception. When you pick a team, you are supposed to know when they can practice. If they lied to you, okay, that's an exception. But if you did not take the time to ask, can you grind during this time? That is your fault as the leader of this team. I feel like a lot of teams don't communicate nearly as much as they need to. A lot of times, kind of like what I reiterated before. A lot of times, people just jump to conclusion, just just throw it away. You're not gonna try to fix it, which isn't good. If you're a player, right, and you're on a team, you're on a set team, finally, all that struggle finding a team, you finally got one, and you just feel like it's just not working, figure out why. Talk, communicate. Hey, you guys, you know what? I don't want to leave the team, but something's not working. We need to figure it out. Do you guys actually know each other? That's one big thing. Are you guys a team that just gets on and just plays 3-4 hours a night and then you hop off? That's not a team. That is the minimum of what a team should do. Championship? Oh no, no way. Good luck winning 2 rounds of a tournament. Depends on how serious you want to take this too. I mean, if you just want to hop teams, have fun changing your name 50 million times. You're definitely helping Microsoft out with a lot of money. I think the teamwork, right? Teamwork is just not there a lot of times. People need to sit down and they need to talk to each other and be like, look, this isn't working out. Or this person's performing a certain way. Figure out why. Maybe there's something going on outside of the game. Maybe just if a lot of players are more open to constructive criticism, there'd be a whole lot less fights. I know I'm hearing so many things like AMs are coming to me like this person's not getting along with this person, this one's not getting along with this person. What I do is, as a coach, right, if I know that this person's not getting along with this person, we go into a Skype call, we go into a separate Xbox Live party with no one in, doors closed, and I let them talk. And I say talk. You have a problem with this person, you have a problem with this person. Fix it now. And that's not parenting, guys. That is fixing the problem. That is 2 parties coming together to compromise. That is a huge thing that a lot of people don't do. They just get mad and frustrated and say, I don't want to be here, they whine, instead of confronting the problem. And I feel like a lot of teams do this. And if a lot of teams were able to overcome this, there would be a whole lot less roster changes, the chemistry would build, and everything would be good. It seems as if once there's one bad thing, we just disband, make a new team, and do all this stuff. No, guys. As an amateur team, here's what I say. Whether you're better, one of the better players on the team, or whether you're one of the worst. If you're one of the worst, and I mean, you're not bad, maybe you're just not performing, and you should notice that. Ask for help. Be like, look, I'm struggling here, can you help me out? Okay. If a team says no, you should know that, kick you off, that's not the team for you. I don't blame you for leaving. But if you don't speak up, and then they say, you know what, I don't think it's working out, you never stepped up and said anything, okay? Also, if you're one of the better players on the team, instead of isolating yourself way up here, why don't you try to bring your boys up with you and talk to them? Hey guys, I'm having a lot of success, but we're struggling in this area. What can we do as a team to improve and work on ways to improve? Guys, like I said, esports is a real sport now. If we want this to grow and blow up, we need to treat it like that. A sponsor is not going to sponsor a team that's constantly doing roster changes. Look at Dito. Dito leaves Fear, goes to SB, leaves SB, tries to go on Optic, goes back to SB, leaves SB, goes back to Fear, goes back to SB. What is that? If I'm a company, I am not dealing with that. That's not me. What is all that roster change? For those who may not, if this is not the best analogy, think of LeBron James. LeBron James was one of the best basketball players, period. He was on the Cleveland Cavaliers for the longest time. Did not win a single ring. But he duked it out with them for years and years and years. Knowing that he was the best, he looked for ways to bring his team up and stuff. At the end of the day, he did leave and go to Miami. But the whole thing about it is, he duked it out for years. Talked to the community, tried to find ways. And it just didn't work. Was it a waste of time? Absolutely not, because he grew, and he grew as a leader. And that's why he moved over to Miami, and now he's able to do things and be a good leader over there. So guys, you find a team, you make a team, stick with that team, work it out with them, learn about each other, have Netflix night, for God's sakes. Myself, I used to be on an all girls team. I was coaching them. What was it? Obey Girls back in the day, and we were like, oh, Friday night Netflix night. I'm thinking, okay, what's that? So what we do is we all watch some movie at the same time on Netflix. That was some of the most fun I ever had watching a chick flick in my life. Yes, I said a chick flick. But it brought up the team chemistry. We're watching movies and watching shows all the time. We may not be able to live in the same house, but we're able to grow and have a few laughs besides just a game. It's not just about playing Call of Duty all the time. It's about what are you doing? What are you doing when you get off the game? What do you do when you wake up in the morning? Are you in school? Do you have a how are you socially? Are you super popular at school? Or are you really not? And it's not an insult if you aren't. It's also not an insult if you are. What do you like to do? Do you like to play sports? Are you going to college after? Where do you work?